Speaking at contentious meetings and the emotional aspects. As a chair or as a board member giving a report, excessive emotion is best left out of the dialogue with the assembly. This goes for any personal observations that do not move the agenda forward. Moving the agenda forward to a successful conclusion is the ultimate objective. The chair and the board have an obligation to the assembly to only conduct themselves in a way that accomplishes this objective, professionally and proficiently. So emotions and opinions that do not move the agenda forward are counterproductive, to say the least. While keeping emotions and unneeded personal observations out of the meeting may be easier said than done, it is in everyone's best interest that this is accomplished. The chair's responsibility is to maintain order at the annual meeting. Part of this maintaining order is to attempt to influence those board members and association members that may feel inspired to let their emotions get out of hand. I have found two effective methods of positively influencing individuals about their emotions. The first is speaking with the individual or individuals sometime before the meeting and going over whatever topic that has caused this spike in emotions. Many times, merely pointing out that an annual meeting is not the place for unchecked emotions is sufficient. This works more often than not. Possibly offering alternatives to this venue, such as the next Board of Directors meeting, works as well. Sometimes just acknowledging that the individual has a strong feeling towards someone or something and that you understand can many times tamp down the matter as well. The second method is the chair asking the individual to assist them with preparing for the annual meeting and role-playing what is going to be said. This role-playing dialogue sometimes alleviates the issue by either allowing the individual to vent or better analyze how they are coming across and not letting their emotions get the best of them. Neither of these two methods will be 100% effective at tampering down all the many emotions that arise within every association. The success rate depends on the individual's personality and willingness to evaluate their emotions honestly. However, the chair may find this tactic worth pursuing if feasible. A number of years ago, I was asked by two board members to attend a meeting of their association. The meeting was a combination annual meeting and special assessment meeting. The special assessment had suddenly electrified this upscale community that typically had a very uninvolved membership. The two board members asked me to speak with the board president and to offer him my assistance. His emotions seemed to be getting the best of him. Before the start of the meeting, I had a long conversation with the president on the heightened level of emotion within the membership. The president was determined that he was going to make sure everyone in the room knew where he stood on the need for this special assessment. I had several suggestions that were not well received by the board president, except for one. The one being the moving of the board elections to the top of the agenda in the event the meeting had to be adjourned early. To be honest, the president was not concerned about an early adjournment, but considering that attendance was already at over 70% of the membership, moving the elections up would facilitate getting all the ballots counted. When I entered the large meeting room, there were no available chairs. It was standing room only, and there were more members standing than sitting. There's really no way to accurately describe the level of tension I felt in that room, except to say the tension was so thick a person could have levitated across the room on it. The president quickly called the meeting to order and moved the elections to the top of the agenda. After the election was completed, he opened the floor for comments on the special assessment. With each membership question to the president, he was becoming obviously more frustrated and by all appearances was not attempting to conceal his contempt for the membership's grilling. After 10 or so challenging questions, the president announced defiantly, quote, "I want to let everyone know that the bylaws allow for the board of directors to pass this special assessment without a vote of the membership, and this meeting is just really a courtesy." It was fortunate the board elections were held first because the meeting erupted like a volcano. Unchecked emotions accomplish nothing protective.